everyone, and welcome back to CT Gamer. Today, I am back in the Christmas series of videos. So in this video, obviously we're back in Multiversus, and we've already done one, but we're doing another one, and this one, I've been, a little bit holding off. I just haven't done it. I've had this list, since, I don't know, like maybe Morty or something, a very, very long time ago. And I'm just going to tell you what characters should be in Multiversus and which ones are, leaked and which ones, everything like that. So we're gonna do arcade mode. We're gonna let's go into medium. Okay, so first on the list is a skin, the only skin in the list, which is for Finn. So Jake got a cake skin, but Finn never got a Fiona skin. So I think, they should have a cake and Fiona. That just makes so much sense. But there was never a Fiona skin. So they should have one. Okay, first character on the list is Ben 10. Now, Warner Brothers is a little confusing. No one has a straight list of like who they own, what characters and stuff. You have to, they just say like Batman and what like movies they've made, but that's like, I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers also owns Nickelodeon Jr., so it's very confusing. But first is Ben 10. Now Ben 10 would be a very cool character. Obviously his moveset would be the multiple movesets when he changes between, like, I don't know, maybe 10, 4, as many as they make it, like different aliens, and they all have different moves. I think that would just be so cool, especially if like maybe I should have wrote down like a few aliens he should have had that did like different things, but I didn't do that. Next is Powerpuff Girls. Now Powerpuff Girls, obviously I don't think they're going to add a character that will ever switch out. But I feel like Powerpuff Girls would be like a Zelda and Sheik, but like a three-way, so there's three of them, and they would just like switch out, like one of them would fly away, one of them would come in with like down, special attack, whatever button you're using is special attack. And I don't know, I just feel like Powerpuff Girls, I feel like they need to add some more of the, like classic, Warner Brothers characters. They're adding a lot of like movies and stuff, so yeah. And we'll get to like heaps more Looney Tunes characters they should add later on. Okay, and then I added onto the list Mojo Jojo, because if they did add Powerpuff Girls, I think Marvin Martian would take, like, already has the moveset that Mojo Jojo would have, so they could someone could just make a mod, but just saying, there should be, a villain for every hero. Next on the list is Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Now, he's like a Warner Brothers character. He can time travel. What more do you want? Someone could, like make a mod over Rick or something. I don't know. It's just like, why don't they have these basic characters? Why did they add Black Adam? Why Black Adam? Whatever. They need some of the more classic characters, and definitely his up special should be like a hoverboard. Okay, and then next on the list is Gandalf. Now I think there was actually some problems with Gandalf, so he'll never ever get added, but just saying, he's there if something changes. I actually don't know what like the controversy was about adding him, but there was one, so they didn't add him, because him and Rick were supposed to be in the first version of the game, but that never happened. Next on the list is Harry Potter. Now I think there was also a controversy about Harry Potter, just something like other companies maybe owning them, or like, I don't know, like book writers or something, I don't know, but some kind of controversy that they couldn't add them to the game, and they will never be added to the game. But I also added Voldemort into the list, just saying, like, they should have Harry Potter. What did I just say? Harry Potter. Okay, Harry Potter, because he could have a bunch of different magic spells. He could pull out a spell book, and then he could change which magic he would shoot out of his wand. Just like the Harry Potter Lego game. I know they probably wouldn't do that because that's more like, kiddish, more like Lego game, but whatever. I just thought, that would be cool. And then also I added Dobby. I don't really know who he is, but I know he's a Harry Potter character, and he could definitely replace Gizmo, so that's why I thought of him. He'd just be like a mod for Gizmo. Next on the list is Fred Flintstone, the OG Warner Brothers cartoon show, And I don't know what his moveset will be. I mean, he has a lot of episodes, and like I could imagine him riding his car. He could just be another replacement for Gizmo or someone else. It's just, having like different characters would be cool. Fred Flintstone. Imagine if they did like the Fruity Pebbles one. Next is Neo. Now Neo is Neo is from The Matrix. And there was Taz does say a reference to The Matrix in one of his voice lines, but I don't think he'll be coming to the game. But I still think he has a chance because there's no controversies. The latest movie came out, I think it was this year, and it's just like, it would be cool. It would be like Wesker from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's that kind of thing, like that kind of moveset. He has a gun and then he can like use his glitches or whatever. And he also has glasses. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's already a Neo mod over Wesker in the game, so just be like that. Next on the list is Ghostbusters. Now, I don't know which Ghostbuster they would add. They would probably have, and also there's multiple movies and shows and whatever, and there's so many different characters. They would have to have one specific character that has like more time in the movie where they could have like more moves directed to that. I don't know, something like that, and also like a skin they could have on it. So, that would be pretty cool to have a Ghostbuster like throwing down the pack, shooting with the what's it called, proton pack gun, and like sucking people in and throwing them into the trap. Next on the list is Mask. Now Mask is another Warner Brothers, Jimmy Carrey, just like movie. He's the guy that played the Grinch. That guy, and he has all those weird moves where he swallows bombs and he makes balloon animals and does all this weird stuff that could all be implemented into a moveset. And like for one of his attacks, maybe his forward attack, he could like launch out his face like when it goes big and he laughs, whatever. It's just like he could actually have a moveset in this game, so I can imagine him being in it. Next, just a little thing I added, just because I wanted to, is Blue Falcon from Scooby-Doo, because there was a whole movie about him and he's just like a superhero, and that was just an idea. Next on the list is We Bare Bears. Now, We Bare Bears is a very good show. And it has 3 characters. Maybe they could all be implemented, like standing on top of each other. But there's a lot of moves they could have. Why is it lagging? Oh my goodness. But they're the We Bare Bears, and they would all have like a separate move. Like top one would be, I forgot. I think the top one is Grizz, and then Grizz would have like the up attack, and then Ice Bear would have the bottom attack, and then Panda would have the middle attack. I'm not sure if that's the order of what they stand in, but you know what I mean. Or it could just be like Grizz is the character, and then there's a skin of like Panda and Ice Bear. That would be pretty cool to add them. Next on the list is Beetlejuice. Now, I should have added him in the section later down below. That's, I'll get to later. But he could just be a mod if Mask came out, if I made him. He's just like that. I don't know much about him. That's the list below. The characters I don't know much about. So next on the list is Roadrunner, and below that is Wile E. Coyote. Now, I think Roadrunner has more chance, but also Wile E. Coyote has more moves. You know, he can make traps that hit himself and also damage others. He could make TNT that gets stuck to him and then it explodes everyone around him and everything like that. He could place traps and it would just be like a full trap set guy, kind of like Tom and Jerry, but all traps. The next on the list would just probably be a mod for Tom and Jerry, Tweety Bird and Sylvester. It would be cool to have them as a different character between besides Tom and Jerry, or they could just be separate, maybe Monster Tweety. I don't know, but especially Sylvester, I just feel like they would be good together. They don't really have them. I don't know what I was saying before. Just scrapple that. They would be good together because they would have so many moves that would mix together. They don't really have a good moveset on their own, but I can imagine them being together, so they'll just be like a Tom and Jerry ripoff. Actually, they're not a ripoff. They're the more OG characters. Next on the list is Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Lola Bunny, and I added Space Jam next to her because I think that would be the better version. I mean, she's the pro basketballer in the movie, but there's already LeBron James, and I think there's already a Lola Bunny Space Jam mod for LeBron James. But Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, still available, even though there's Marvin Martian you can get now, and that's already 3 characters from Looney Tunes. But Looney Tunes is the main thing, the big thing for for Warner Brothers. Next on the list is Princess Bubblegum, Marceline the Vampire, and I don't know why I added Lemon Grab. I think I just, Lemon Grab could be his own character. Just with his servants, I think that would be pretty cool. In that video, that Rivals of Aether video ages ago, where there was those 4 new characters, I didn't appreciate how much I liked, I forgot what her name is, but the Rockstar girl who could bring out the assistant. That was the coolest move I've ever seen, and it would just be so cool to have Lemon Grab that just brings out servants and just screams and orders stuff. And but Marceline and Princess Bubblegum, it's obvious. Princess Bubblegum could be a mix between the Bloons TD mix and also the just all the tower defense card games that Warner Brothers have made, and also a Brawlhalla kind of thing, a mix of all that, using all the weapons. It could definitely be a thing, especially if she had the bubblegum gun. It would just be a good character. And Marceline is obviously has a moveset, a good moveset that could happen. You don't need to mix stuff together. She's a vampire. There's not been a character like that in this game at all. Next on the list is Amethyst and Pearl. Now, Amethyst and Pearl are both characters in Steven Universe. Amethyst was kind of teased in stage, but I think that means she's not coming, or just she's there. I think they're just 2 more characters that could be added. They just they need more Steven Universe, especially how Garnet and Steven are pretty good characters. Steven's my favorite character in this game. There's also, Marvin, and he's the best. But, so, next on the list is, for some reason, whenever I thought of DC characters they could add, when I was thinking of the characters, I thought they could add Green Lantern because his lantern was teased in the first trailer, but I just, for some reason I thought Marvin Martian and Hawkman just came to mind, and I thought they could have a cool moveset just based on you know, their abilities and weapons, and like there could be a whole moveset based on them. I just really thought of that for some reason, and then obviously Cyborg, Beast Boy, Ravens, and Starfire could all be, you know, characters that, especially like Beast Boy. I think Ravens already like confirmed to come to this game, almost confirmed. But you know, she would be like I feel like she would be a very Bayonetta character in this game. Like from Smash Bros. Bayonetta. But the other characters would be cool, like Cyborg. Imagine like his wire attacks and he has the giant arm cannon. And then you can imagine Beast Boy. Every single attack would be a different animal. And then Starfire, she would just be like green energy. Someone could just make one of the characters in this game a mod of Starfire, but whatever. And next on the list is DC villains. Clayface, Mr. Freeze, which these two, actually, I don't know why no one's thinking of them, are very, very cool villains that could have a very unique moveset. No one's really completely based off ice in this game, I don't think. And it would just be cool. Also, Clayface, he can just change anything and he can get big and small, turn into goof, whatever. He's just two really cool ones. Poison Ivy and Joker as well. I don't know why they added Harley Quinn before Joker, but I think Joker's like almost confirmed to be coming to this game. But Poison Ivy was also a little confirmed. But I feel like Clayface or Mr. Freeze would be a better substitute for Poison Ivy. Better characters, better moveset ideas. Now next on the list is Godzilla and King Kong. Now I think one of those characters, why did I lose? It was so laggy. One of those characters is owned by a different company, but whatever. You know, one of them is Warner Brothers, and you know, it could just be like Iron Giant size, very slow as well. You know, it would just be Iron Giant mode, basically. Next on the list is Wicked Witch of the West. Obviously, I think she's kind of confirmed. I feel like the characters will stop coming to this game at the end of next year or the next year, and one of the Halloweens have to have like the Wicked Witch come. And also I added to the list Tin Man or Scarecrow because, you know, they could also both have a unique moveset that would be good for the game. And you know, it's just Wicked Witch makes a lot of sense, having her monkeys and her broom and her magic spells, and Tin Man and Scarecrow also pretty cool, but I don't think they have any chance. Okay. Now, the last two characters in the main category are Gumball and Uncle Grandpa. Two more, you know, Cartoon Network. I think Warner Brothers owns Cartoon Network. It's very confusing. I did search up all these characters. I kind of went through them, you know. But I don't know still. You're probably thinking like they're not a part of it. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying who should get added just in case of it. They take notes. Warner Brothers, I'm saying, and play first games. So obviously Gumball, I don't have much to say. Like, it would be every episode review to get a moveset, and same with Uncle Grandpa, but obviously Uncle Grandpa has heaps of friends that he could spawn in. Now, the part of the list, Johnny Bravo is not supposed to be here. I don't know why he's here. He should be at the bottom of the list because I have no idea who he is, what he does, but you know, another character just to say. Now here's a few characters that I definitely don't think will be added to the game. Willy Wonka, Scribblenaught, Robin, Scorpion, the Animaniacs, Emmett, and Static. So, people that think they're gonna get added to the game, I don't know why they would get added to the game. Obviously, LeBron James already has a skin of Robin, that's the reason. Like, why would they just have a skin of Robin and then just have Robin as a separate character? And what would his moveset be? I feel like they would have Nightwing as a good character. But, you know, those characters, I don't think they would come to the game, but they would have, like, a cool moveset if they actually had a chance. Especially, like, Scorpion. Okay, now here is the last characters. I'm not even gonna win this classic mode. Arcade mode, whatever it's called. So we have, oh, I forgot. Also, the Elf, I don't know why he's here, but I don't think he's gonna get added to the game. The Hound, Samurai Jack, Danny is 11, Legolas, Ninja Brute, Ted Lasso, Wade Watts, The Goonies, Courage, and Dexter. I have no idea who they are. I mean, I know who they are, but I don't know what they will do, and I've never seen them in anything. But they're characters that have either been teased or wanted. So well, that is it for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe to tell that you could enjoy. I don't think I'm gonna beat this in the video. I just want to. Well, if you did enjoy, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.